Hey everybody, it's Gunpla Millie. Welcome back to my channel. It's Saturday. I'm so happy because I am going to Disney right after I finish filming / editing in this video. I'm pretty excited. Got my Spider-Man magic band. But yeah, anyways, I'm pretty pumped. I'm going to Food and Wine Festival, getting some food in my belly. But before we get started into the video, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of my channel, newtypehq.com. I'm going to have the link down in the description below. So if you want to support my channel, go ahead and shop on there. And don't forget to use my code GUNPLAMELLY to save yourself 10% off your total order. So let's get into the goods of the video. I got this guy, remember from my previous video. It's the Gundam Figuration metal composite. Correction, it's not a metal build. Apparently it's a little bit different from what a metal build is, hence why it's a lot cheaper than what you would get for your standard metal build, which is anywhere from like what, $270 to like $300 typically is what I've seen them go for. This guy was a little bit cheaper. It was like low 200s. But anyways, here is a close-up of the box. I really like. So yeah, this is the box. It has somewhat of a velvety finish to it. It's hard to explain, but it's like, I don't know what this material is, but I love it on boxes. It's like a velvet finish. I don't know what it is, but this is the back of the box. It shows the Gundam in different poses. Now, what's kind of cool is that you get a kind of box art on top, and then this is the inner one. Let me show you one, guys, because I can't slide it back on here. And you guys know that I don't tend to keep the box. I throw them out because it just gets like, I have way too many, so I have to throw the boxes out. This is the kind of outer wrapping that it comes on the box, that same velvet finish. And I actually am going to keep this just because I think it's such a pretty kind of like watercolor artwork. I just can't get myself to throw it away, so I'm probably just gonna be cutting this picture out and maybe like cutting the bottom piece out and putting it in a picture frame maybe. I don't know yet, but I just think that this looks so cool. So yeah, I'm actually gonna keep this guy. And then the back is the same as the other box as what I think. No, actually they're two different displays on the back. So that's the box, and this is the outer box the outer box contraption part. All right, let's take a closer look at what actually comes inside this thing. So far this is everything in the box. I'm assuming this is where the actual Gundam is located in. Okay, he's packaged pretty well. Oh, he is heavy. Okay, that caught me off guard. For some reason, when I looked at him, I thought it would kind of be a toy almost. But yeah, no, this guy is hefty as hell. There's definitely some weight behind him. The panel lining on this thigh is much thicker than it is on this thigh. Can you guys tell the difference? You see, it's like way more thicker on here than it is here. I know I'm nitpicking, but it just, I might have to see if I can clean that up somehow. But I really like that it's purple. I hope the camera can pick it up, but all of the little details, they're panel lined in purple. Look at all the components that come in the box. And oh boy, there is a lot of different things in here. Off the bat, take a look at these bazooka cannons. Oh my goodness. Today is just not my day when it comes to filming. Camera does not want to focus. They have somewhat of a kind of it feels different from what you get in your Gunpla model kits. I don't know what kind of plastic this is, but it does feel somewhat different. Maybe it's because it's top coated, or I don't know, but it's kind of nice that all these decals already come on the kit itself. If I could just focus on here. Yeah, they already come on here, and what's nice is that, I don't know if you guys, well, I'm sure you guys don't, you know, I can't talk today. When you build and you're using regular stickers and not water slides, you will get an edge on the sticker. It is nice seeing that, you know, for what you're paying here for roughly $200 something, you know, you don't have any of that silvering effect is what it's called, or something like that. So it's nice that the decals don't kind of stick out, which is something that I like. And another positive for me is that you don't have to apply all these stickers, because I don't know about you guys, but you know, I don't like to spend hours putting on water slides or stickers because it gets really tedious and I give up halfway. It comes with 2 bazookas. This is the second one. 2 set of rifles. It comes with a kind of clear, kind of scared because this camera's not wanting to focus on anything up close. There we go. It does have a clear yellow lens part, which is pretty cool. I like that extra effect. All these pieces are movable. Second rifle, a little different. The scope is movable. Oh my god, that scared me a little bit. It's really stiff. I do like the red sticker on the inside. Again, another yellow clear lens part. Shoulder bazooka cannon. 2 little red details on the inside there. I kind of wish they had like shooting effects like how the Master Grade Origins does to add onto these shoulder cannons and things like that. But you know, you don't get any with this, which is kind of a bummer because I really like those shooting effects. 2 of the same beam saber effect parts. Different options for the calves. These do have like a chrome ball, like you can even see the camera and the reflection, so they're extremely reflective. Part for the chest to change out the vents. Another part for the chest. Elbow, you get 4 sets of these chrome ball ones. More options here. This has a decal on a red. I believe this is for the wrist. You get 2 of those. 4 different options for the shoulder pieces. But again, more chrome pieces. A shield. Now, I thought that this was movable. Sadly, it's not. I wish it was. That would have been a nice little gimmick to include, you know, if it was like a clear thing in here and you're able to slide it down. But it's not fortunate. Unfortunately, it's not movable, so it's just gonna stay closed like that. Core fighter in here does open up. The backpack. The funnels are all individually movable. I really like these white vents right here. You have 2 different options for V-fins. You have a yellow one and a white one. I believe this white matches the kit itself. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's the same white because the one it has on right now, it is an off-white. If I can get this thing to focus. Do you see how the V-fin is not the same color? In here, you have a total of 6, including the ones he has on him already. Now, there's one thing that kind of looks a little funky. It's the size of the hands. I feel like they're look a little big. That's just me. You guys let me know if you think otherwise. I just feel like they look a little big in terms of the kit, and they look kind of humanish. You know, they don't look like your typical Master Grade hands, very robotic looking. These kind of look like just human hands in a glove, right? I mean, it's not just me, right? Let me look at it. They're so roundy and right? They look like human hands, right? I cannot be the only one that thinks this. All right, here is the cool plate. I do like that it says the 40th Gundam anniversary right here. I was in Japan when they were releasing a lot of products in terms of this promotion, so I did grab a couple of things. The aftermath of all the accessories I'm gonna have to put back in the box. You already see all these little warning things that say warning may rub off. You see, that is what concerns me. I don't even want to like adjust this thing because there's literally so many pages in here that have that warning on there, and it's just kind of alarming. Oh, here's an overview of everything you get. Pretty cool. You see, warning. I could have sworn I thought that was more, maybe because I just glimpsed through this really quickly. But here is a short overview, the different parts you can swap in and out. I don't know, I really am just scared to swap anything just because of the fact that, you know, pieces may rub off, which I'm not very happy about. Here are more warnings that stuff may rub off or scratch. Here's a pose I was talking to you guys about, the 2, you know, bazookas right there. I'm not too pleased about that, but again, that's with any paint, you know. I don't know if this guy is how they painted him, or you know, what kind of material they use that the paint will scratch off easily. And that's everything you get in the box. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the actual figure itself. Now let's start first with articulation. Here at the head, you're able to swivel left and right fully. You can do a total 360-degree turn. This kind of looks a little freaky, but there it is. Up, down. There's a little bit of forward and backward, but just only a little bit. I want to break the V-fin. His beam sabers are able to swivel all around. And they are also on a hinge, so they can go backwards and forwards. This part here is able to be changed out to another piece in the accessories that I showed you guys. His chest is able to go down, and once you put it down, you're able to swap these parts out as well. There is no core fighter in there. I haven't put it inside. One thing that I do not like about this is that there is no ab crunch. It looks like there is, but there is not. So he is not able to do that because of the fact that the core fighter goes in there. So they didn't, you know, have him do an ab crunch, which kind of sucks because, you know, you're not able to pull off some dynamic poses because of that. His front skirts are individually hinged, so they can move all around, only up and down. The side skirt is also on a hinge, so that can go up and down. And so are his back skirts. They're individually hinged. These little funnels right here are also completely movable. You have to be careful because they do pop out easy. They popped out on me. And he also has a set of funnels in here inside the backpack that you can put in and out. His kneecap is somewhat individually movable. There's a little bit of motion there. In terms of the knee, he's able to bend his foot back pretty far. I mean his leg, he's able to bend it back pretty far, and I like that there is a separate kind of motion right here to the thigh pieces. You can hear, I'm pretty sure it's like the metal clinking. This is also movable, which is nice. There's a little ankle armor. One thing is I kind of wish that, you see this is plastic, if you know that I feel like that should have been metal. You know, chrome pistons or something would have looked a lot nicer, but you know, whatever. One thing I really do like about this is that you're able to bend. Now obviously this isn't necessary, but you know, you are able to bend it pretty far backwards, not forwards, but or down, I guess would be the better word. You're able to bend it extremely far. I kind of wish there was a separate hinge in here to be able to bend the toe piece forward or up, you know, up or down, but there isn't like in the real grade, which is fine. But that, you know, with that you'd be able to pull off a little bit more poses. Here, the back piece, you can kind of see the metal in there. And I really like these purple tubings that they have in the back, a little added detail. Now for here, this can go up or down, and what you use this piece for is to include the to slide in the bazooka. I'll show you how. Or he can also hold his rifles back there and slides in like that. Okay, there we go. Now in terms of the shoulders, they're fully movable all around. This piece can slide out, or it goes up, and then you can put in the additional piece, so there is movement right there. In terms of the elbow, he can do a full bend there. There is absolutely no movement at the hands. They're somewhat flexible, so you're able to slide in the weapons, but the hands are in a fixed position. There is no movement there. Yeah, he has a pretty good range of motion. Not terrible from what I was reading online. Some people said these figures don't have the greatest range of motion, but I think he has a pretty decent one. And that's it in terms of articulation. One thing I did forget to show you guys in terms of articulation is these back calf pieces do have funnels in them, and they can come out. You gotta be careful though, because in the manual it says, you know, may scratch off, so be a little gentle when you pop these out. And another interesting thing before I forget to show you, oh, shoot, you see it's why I'm like, you guys see that right there already? Let me just zoom in. That mark right there is already, I've touched this guy just for this review, and he's already getting, the paint's already getting a little finicky with me. Oh, I already noticed another scratch down here. Right there. So off the bat, if you're planning on getting something like this, be extremely careful with handling. Like, I don't know what exactly is smearing. My hands were clean. There's another paint chip right there. But be very, very cautious when you're handling this guy, just because he is expensive. And there was something else I wanted to show you that I like is, I mean, I think is actually really neat, is this right here. There is a little bit of give. I just popped it out on accident. There's like somewhat of a hinge back there, and you're able to kind of take it out that far so he's able to pose better with his little bazookas. I kind of wish some of the master grade kits had that, because that is actually a really neat feature when he has it in his hand. You know, it doesn't look so funky because this is able to bend better and fit on his shoulder just a little bit better. Now, if you wanted to attach the shoulder cannon, okay, you'd have to just remove this beam saber part, and it gets inserted right into this little peg right here, or hole. And as in terms of the shield, it comes with a little hole right here, little peg, and it gets inserted into the hole back here, and you just slide in the hand into the little holding piece. You can also attach it to the backpack. All you have to do is remove this piece right here, and then you flip this thing upwards, then down, and it goes inserted in there just like that, and you can swivel it in whatever direction you would like. Another interesting thing about the shield is that it is able to carry weapons. So you can put back here beam sabers, the rifles, there are little clips that it comes with, and you can insert them right in here into the clips, and he can have store the weapons right inside the shield there. Alright, so let's do some size comparisons so you guys can get the idea of how big he is, or how little, I don't know, depending on how you want to think of it. Here he is standing next to the Master Grade 3.0 RX-78-2 and the high grade RX-78-2. So, like I said, about the same size as a Master Grade, just, you know, 5 times heavier. Alright, that's it for the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's kind of tough to say whether or not I recommend it, because this is like my actual first Gundam action figure. I don't want to call it action figure because it feels like I'm calling it a toy, but like expensive figurine, I guess I want to say that. I tend to only do Gunpla kits, so it was a little weird just not having anything to like snap and put together, which is something that I really obviously enjoy. But in terms of, let's say you like Gundam but you don't want to spend countless hours building them, then I think this is like the perfect thing for you. It looks amazing out the box. It has very good shelf presence. I think it's super heavy, so if you're the type that doesn't like to build actual Gunpla kits, then I think this is the perfect kit for you. It is kind of pricey, but honestly he doesn't feel like a toy. He's really heavy and I don't regret getting him. I think he's awesome. Thanks again for watching my video. I'll see you guys around for the next one. Adios.